The air hangs heavy in Delhi. A thick grey blanket of smog envelops the city, turning day into a hazy twilight. It stings the eyes, claws at the throat and seeps into homes, a constant reminder of the environmental crisis engulfing the capital. The Air Quality Index tells a grim story. Numbers soar past 400, deep into the hazardous zone, a stark indictment of the toxic air we are forced to breathe. Schools shut down, their playgrounds deserted. Construction sites fall silent, their cranes looming like skeletal sentinels over a city on pause. These emergency measures, now a grim annual ritual, offer little comfort. They are mere bandages on a festering wound. The root causes, a toxic cocktail of government apathy, unchecked industrial emissions and vehicular pollution, remain unaddressed. The city of over 20 million gasps for breath, its residents held hostage by a crisis manufactured by those entrusted with their well-being. This is not just about air pollution, it is about a systemic failure to protect the most fundamental right of every citizen, the right to breathe. The most insidious aspect of Delhi's pollution crisis is its silent, invisible toll on human health. The elderly, their lungs already weakened by age, struggle to draw breath. Children, their young bodies most vulnerable, develop chronic respiratory illnesses. The city's hospitals overflow with patients battling asthma, bronchitis, and lung infections. The economic impact is equally devastating. Daily wage earners, unable to work in toxic conditions, see their livelihoods vanish with each passing day of hazardous air. The city's productivity plummets as businesses struggle to operate with a workforce battling illness and fatigue. The true cost of this crisis, measured in lost lives, diminished potential, and shattered dreams, is immeasurable. It is a stark reminder that environmental degradation is not merely an abstract concept. It is a lived reality with devastating human consequences. As the air quality deteriorates and public anger mounts, a familiar script plays out. The blame game begins. The Aam Aadmi Party, which governs Delhi, points fingers at the Bharatiya Janata Party, in power at the federal level. They cite delays in approvals for cloud seeding, a technology that could potentially induce rainfall and wash away some of the pollutants. The BJP, in turn, accuses the AAP of incompetence and a lack of concrete action on the ground. Caught in this political crossfire are the citizens of Delhi. While politicians trade barbs and indulge in self-serving rhetoric, the crisis deepens and the air becomes more toxic. The lack of coordination and cooperation between different levels of government is a damning indictment of the political class's priorities. It exposes a system more concerned with scoring political points than finding solutions to a crisis that affects millions of lives. Section 4. Where have all the buses gone? The decline of public transport. One of the most glaring failures in Delhi's fight against pollution has been the neglect of its public transport system. The Delhi Transport Corporation, or DTC bus fleet, once the backbone of the city's transportation network, has dwindled from 5,500 buses in 2013 to a paltry 3,000 today. This decline is a deliberate policy choice, a reflection of the government's misplaced priorities. The consequences are evident in the city's choked streets, where millions of private vehicles jostle for space, spewing toxic fumes into the air. The metro, while an efficient mode of transport, remains out of reach for a significant portion of the population due to its limited reach and affordability issues. The lack of a robust, reliable and affordable public transport system forces citizens to rely on private vehicles, further exacerbating the pollution crisis. Section 5. The perfect storm. Unpacking Delhi's pollution cocktail. Delhi's pollution crisis is not a seasonal phenomenon. It is a year-round problem exacerbated by a confluence of factors. Vehicular emissions, industrial fumes and construction dust contribute to the city's toxic air throughout the year. However, during the winter months, a deadly combination of meteorological and human-made factors creates a perfect storm of pollution. As temperatures plummet, the air becomes denser, trapping pollutants closer to the ground. Farmers in neighboring states engage in stubble burning, a practice that releases massive amounts of smoke and particulate matter into the atmosphere. The festive season, Particularly Diwali sees a surge in the use of firecrackers, further adding to the toxic load. This deadly cocktail of pollutants, trapped by the city's geography and exacerbated by human actions, turns Delhi into a gas chamber every winter.